shrimp. Let's go get them, baby. Pow. Alrighty. First fish of the day. Oh, we gotta see what we got. Bring her in. He's a little feisty one, ain't he? What do you got? Looks to be like a little rainbow. That's exactly what he is. That's a pretty rainbow.
Oh, is he stuck?
Hold it. There we go. First fish of the day. It's a pretty good sized rainbow. Alrighty, second fish of the day, and he's a fighter. Looks like another rainbow. I ain't a problem with that. Where, buddy? That's a gorgeous rainbow. Oh, got him. Another beautiful rainbow. Look at that, right in the side of the mouth, right where you want them. Catch and release, baby. So we are anchored right off this little, so you got a flat right here and you got a rock right up there. I don't know if you can see that or not, but we are anchored in position to where our baits are just floating on this big flat, and then right there is an opening, and that's where a bunch of your bait fish will get caught up. And right now we're not going for browns right now. Right now we're just using shrimp and shrimp and some scorn, and that's what we're using right now. We got 2 fish. Alrighty, fish number 3. Let's see what he is. He's a fighter. So we gave up on anchoring, and now we're floating. We're drift fishing. Man, this guy don't want to come out of the current. Another rainbow. Fish number 3 for the day. Man, he's a puller. There he is. Alrighty. Look at that fish. That's another one. That's a really good sized rainbow. If I can grab them. So with these runner ones, I got another right inside the mouth. But as you can tell, I have orange scorn. She's using yellow. I went for orange just to kind of imitate an egg pattern, but you can see the colors on him. He is, I guess that's a female, but she's a beautiful fish. Go back and make more, honey. There you go. Look at her. Just went straight to the bottom. That's what you want to see. So the important thing about when you're trout fishing, especially in this time, and any forward of fish spawn, is that when you catch them, try to put them back where you got them. So if they had a bed, they'll go straight back to it. But the thing about this river in particular, this is the White River out here in Arkansas, and we're up north towards the dam. We're about 3 miles south of the dam right now, but the rainbows don't really spawn in here as much as the browns do, because they're mostly stocked. So most of these fish are in stocks. That was a natural fish, so that fish has been in here for a while. But that's fish number 3, baby. Alrighty, here's fish number 4. Second one for her. Ooh, it's a good size rainbow. Man, that is a chunk of a rainbow. That's a male. You can tell by the tip of his feet here. But you got this, or do you want me to get it unhooked for here? You take this. I'll work on this guy.
I can do it.
Okay. Well, there's fish number 4. That is a good, healthy sized rainbow. And he is a chunk. What are we doing? What are you struggling with? Let's grab the damn thing. Oh my God. As you can tell here, we're struggling, folks. Ooh, man, he let it out. Alrighty, well, there's another good sized rainbow, which is pretty weird to be catching this good size of rainbows. It's a very healthy fish. It's a good sign. It means they're having a good spawn and they're eating. See you on the next one. Alrighty, we got another one here. It's a little bit smaller. You can find it. What is it? Oh, a rainbow. Little rainbow. Come here. Come here. Here we go. Fish number 5. Fish number 6. I don't exactly remember. Another beautiful rainbow. But man, we're tearing up the rainbows today. I'm okay with that. We're just fishing for numbers. We just come out here and have some fun. Another juvenile rainbow. He's not very old, but Nope, that didn't work. It's a fish nonetheless. There we go. You swam off. That's what we need. Boom. Alrighty guys, so we got fish number 6 here. Let's see what we got. Oh, he just came off. He's right there. Oh, he just came off. Just a little another rainbow. Well, that one he popped off. That's what happens, but when you're catch and release, that's the best way to do it. You don't gotta touch it, you ain't gotta get all slimy. I ain't mad against that, but that would have been fish number 6, but you know the rule of fishing, don't get in the boat, don't count. So we're sitting at 5, we're just drift fishing just south of a rock shoal right now. But we're just gonna keep drift fishing and see what else we get. Alrighty guys, so this is the 6th fish. I actually changed it up and started throwing a GoPro. Unfortunately, this fish caught him in the side. It's not ideal, but I watched him. He missed it, and he came back and tried to hit it again, and that's when I got him. But it's a rainbow. It's not. That's how I get hooked in the hand. But it is a rainbow, which is kind of unique for jerkbait. Normally you throw these for the bigger size browns, but unfortunately I got them right in the side, which isn't ideal. I have to get a pair of pliers for that. Alrighty, so here's fish number 6. It's not the smoothest way to catch, but here's fish number 6, another rainbow. There you go, straight to the bottom. Go get it, baby. So I switched it up, so I forget what they're called. I think they're called king shiners, but this is basically the jerkbait I'm using. Is going to be resembling that. There's a little 6-foot diving. I think who makes this is Lunker Hut. But it's got a nice little coloration on it. It's got 3 hooks. It's only rated for I think about 6 feet, but that's what that fish came off of. Sitting there, you twitch it and then you stop, twitching it, stop, and on the 3rd twitch is when he came up and smoked it. I was watching him, he missed it the first time, and then when he swung around, that's when I hooked him. But there's fish 6. I'm gonna continue jerkbait fishing for a little bit. She's still drift fishing. It's slowed down a little bit, but well, actually she's out of shrimp right now, but that's what we need to get. But there's fish 6. There we go. Fish number 2 on the jerkbait, and he actually ate this one. But I changed up the technique a little bit. Started twitching and then stopping for a couple seconds, and that's what initiated this bite. But I got it good with all treble. There's fish number 7. Same thing before. You never want to touch a fish with a jerkbait, just because they are normally pretty crazy, and that's how you get a hook in your hand. But it's always kind of interesting getting these fish off because they're normally pretty crazy. But let's go ahead and get this guy unhooked. Right there. Right up the roof. Alright. Unhooked. Here's fish number 7. Another beautiful rainbow. We're just tearing them up today. The same jerkbait as before. Same jerkbait, just different method, and that apparently works. So hopefully we can catch a brown. That's what I'm going for with this jerkbait. But the browns are elusive today. But we'll see how long it takes them. Who knows? We might catch one. All right, fish number 8, right after the 7th one. Literally very next cast. And same method. So apparently I figured out the jerkbait bite. Just that twitch and spin. Another. Wow, that guy's tiny. You know what? We'll just net it. But he's the same. Oh, and he just unhooked himself. We like to see. I don't like putting my hand down here. But here's fish number 7. Grab him a little bit back. Fish number 7, another rainbow. He's a little bit of a stalker though. Best way to tell between a stockfish and a natural fish is her fins. His belly is all white, his fins are white. So this fish hasn't been in here for very long. He was recently stocked, or she, I guess. But there's fish number 8. Figured out the jerkbait bite. Still going for a brown. You have to catch a brown, but it's looking promising with the jerkbait now. Alright guys, fish number 9. Again, very next cast from fish number 8. There's another little rainbow. On the same jerkbait, I'm using the same pattern. This one did something a little bit different. He hit it when the jerkbait was falling, and he didn't hit it off the rip when I'm twitching it like all the others have so far. But another beautiful rainbow. Get those colors, man. That's a beauty. But
purple today.
They are very purple today. It's getting cold out. So the colors. So So the thing about trout is in the cold, their colors start to fade a little bit, but you can still see that fluorescent purple and just the beauty of the rainbow on the cheek. But we might catch a little bit more of a pretty one today. But another stockfish, another fish in the boat. Number 9. Fish number 10 on the jerkbait. Took a couple casts, not a lot though, but another rainbow. Funny story, I actually hooked him just a second ago, and he jumped off the hook, and then he was laying there, put the jerkbait right back in front of his face, came back, and he smoked it. So another stock rainbow. The fish we were catching earlier, they were naturals, but the stalkers are making their shine with the jerkbait. See, that's why you don't touch a fish when they got a jerkbait in them. The way they're flaying around. Those treble hooks are the last thing you want in your hand. But grab him real quick. Also, the thing with the stockfish, of course, they're smaller and they're not as colorful. He's pretty pale, but it's another good way to tell. Another good time, they normally have a nub of a fin right here, but this one ain't got it. But when it out, fish number 10. That wasn't the most fluent release, but still grinding for the brown. If you've noticed, we have not moved, and we've caught 10 fish right here. We've not moved a square inch, and they're still biting this jerkbait. So I'm gonna continue at it. There's fish number 11 in the net. He bit right at the back of the jerkbait. That's what you want to see. But another one on the jerkbait, which is very surprising. Oh, he just popped off the jerkbait. Sweet. I can show you the colors. This one's a lot prettier. There you go. You can kind of see the fluorescence of it. You can see the pink on its cheeks. This is a long, skinny trout. Means they're spawning. There you go. So you stay right on top. She'll sink down. Hopefully one of the eagles don't get her. The eagles have been crazy out here today. It's been insane. They've been fighting, and I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's mating season right now, and they're feisty. They are. They've been swimming and fighting each other all day. But we anchored over here to try to get Melody another fish, but man, they're still hitting the jerkbait. It'd be stupid of me to stop throwing the jerkbait. I kind of just want to chill out and drift fish, but man, that jerkbait is still hoping. So I want to catch brown. That's what I want to do with the jerkbait. But so minimum flow like this, you can anchor and get away with it. That's kind of what we're doing. We're kind of in the middle of the river, but there's not a lot of people out here, so I'm not worried about it. But you cannot anchor like this in any higher water. This is minimum flow. So your deepest points of the river are going to be maybe 10 to 15 feet deep, and the rest are, you know, you could have an inch to a foot of water. And it's like that dock right there, we wouldn't be able to get over to that dock right now. My motor would be hitting, and I don't have a jack plate. But well, we're gonna keep anchor fishing, and we'll see what happens. Alrighty, so here's the 12 fish after being anchored up for a while, and I had to fight for this one. They weren't having it. But, oh, bye-bye. So, well, that counts as 11, not 12, but they're still biting the jerkbait. Had to change it up a little bit, kind of doing a slow twitch now, and they're biting it farther away. They're not biting it at the boat anymore. So we're gonna keep at it. We have Melody posted up with some shrimp. They're not having the shrimp, so we might have to make a change or move a spot, but we'll get it figured out. Alrighty, so we officially caught the 12 fish. This is the second round of the 12. Got them actually netted that time. Another rainbow. We came back up to the shoals. We're just gonna try drift fishing again. Oh, popped off. This rainbow, actually pretty. Got some nice color on them. There goes fish number 12. But we're just gonna drift this whole section here and see how it goes. I'm gonna continue on the jerkbait. This jerkbait seems to be working today, but we'll see. Alrighty, the 13th fish, man. That is a beautiful rainbow. He's tiny, but he's beautiful. Melody finally got one. Took her a while. This was off of the scorn and shrimp method. So this is what I was talking about. The difference between a natural fish. You see how his fins are orange? So he's gonna have orange meat, which would technically be the better of the, but he got a snack. Beautiful little rainbow. Back in he goes. But yeah, it's basically all that we're using. Put a piece of scorn on there, put a piece of shrimp under it, throw out, let it drift, and it normally works pretty good. But today they've been kind of slow on that method. But it also is about, I think, 1 o'clock by now.
It's closer to 2.
Closer to 2 o'clock. So I mean, the bite will slow down. I'm still using the jerkbait, but not a bad 13th fish for the day. Alrighty, fish 13. Came off the shrimp and scorn. Kind of cast it off my jerkbait. But man, that is a pretty rainbow. Right at the top of his mouth. It's where you want it.
Didn't get a snack.
No snack for him. But he's a very pretty rainbow. You see those fins. Yeah, if you see his fins, you can see the cheek colorization. If we were to fillet him up, he'll have bright orange meat, and that's what you want when you wanted to eat a trout. Personally, myself, I don't like eating trout. I don't like eating fish in general. I just enjoy catching them. So, but if you ever were to go trout fishing out here, that's something you want to pay attention to, because the stalker fish will have these white meat, and it'll be super mushy and just, it's a pain in the butt to clean, and it's just not good. Not good at all. The orange is where you want to go, and most rainbows that will have orange meat will either have orange fins or the belly will be orange, and it'll be like a patchy orange. But there's fish 13. She's taking a rest. I picked up the old shrimp and scorn. We're gonna try this again. We're just drift fishing, and we'll see what happens. Oh, he just came off. Well, that was fish 14, and he just popped off. But that one was a fighter. I don't know what he was. Probably another rainbow, but he was a fighting. But kind of the benefits about drift fishing is you can sit down, relax, and just continue on your thing. But the bite ain't slowing down, so I think we're gonna keep at it today. Because as it seemed to slow down an inch. But yeah, that wasn't ideal. So we had a pretty successful day. Can't really complain about today at all. I mean, we've caught what was the total amount? 15? No, it's more than 12. 15, but I think only 14 or 13 made it to the boat. But yeah, we did pretty good. Normally I snag and break off about 700 times and have a mental aneurysm in the middle of the river. But you know, we hit one rock, which we didn't get on film, which that's just minor. But we've had a pretty successful day. I mean, the shrimp and the scorn were definitely slow. Picked up a little bit. The jerkbait is what was doing it today. I wish I had another one, because I would have kept jerkbait fishing and possibly would have caught a brown. But we've caught, I think the total amount, I have to look back when I'm editing this, I think it was 13. But 13 pretty good sized rainbows, nothing too small. I had one little dink, but otherwise nothing too bad. I mean, I can't really complain about today when it comes down to actually fishing. It's been a beautiful day. The wind has kind of destroyed it, but it's been a beautiful day, and it's just beautiful. It's been a very productive day. Good way to relax and chill on a Sunday. That's the best way you can do it. I always advise people, if you can come out in the river anytime, do it. But here comes the adventure of getting this thing back onto the trailer, because this is the world's worst ramp in minimum flow, but it is honestly the world's best ramp when you're in minimum flow, because you are in an amazing 2-mile stretch of river. I mean, you really cannot complain about this 2-mile stretch of river when it's in minimum flow. But we're about to make a land ho here, and we'll get the boat on the trailer and